between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Down, 10 LowVo.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Go now. 15-1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kill.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the double.
44 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Save. Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It's caught. Smith. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Jones, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got you.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they get in the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go one more. .56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check, 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 check.
Ran, tough.
Mike.
Topper.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Alert. Hey. High 7.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 31. Check
18.
56. Mike, 56. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. 70, Indy.
All day, dog. Hey, alert 3. Check 9. Check.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Let's go.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Shift.
80 weapon. Hey, seam 6. Big grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Ready, break.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Fresno.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Echo. They go.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Off the play fake, Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Get up. 180.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch.
Trubisky's pass.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lock in. He's coming.
On first down, Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
Get up. 180.
I got one. Strong right.
Now Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson.
Trubisky's pass. Complete to Allen Robinson. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
The most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Let's go. Jim.
2nd down and inches. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Alert. What we got?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB. I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. On third down, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Ready.
44, Mike, 44. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Fight.
Jones now. On play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mike, 180.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 31-yard line.
Up, 180. Hey, alert.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Kill. Hey, turn
18.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get him.
Again, it's Cohen. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, dude. Oh, you got
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 32 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready, set.
44. Mike, 44.
I'm on. Hard.
Shit.
Get it.
Jones off the play fake. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got Smith here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Vincent Smith, 33 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. all level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Chicago.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Wide, get wide. Hey, 18. Alert. School.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Got it.
Mike's both. Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Let's go.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Throwing after the interception. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check 37, check 37. Watch twist.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit. 5.
Jones now to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
44, Mike, 44. Ricky. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
You're out.
Watch the shift. Check.
Go. Now.
On first down, Jones. It's caught, Smith. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They're running it.
Now Jones. And he completes it to Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Deuce.
They run the counter. Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it again with Barkley. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Good trap.
Hey, Delta.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Get it.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may do it for this NFC title game.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
Come on now, come on now.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line. Tonight's final score.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.